Hey, it's Becca on my video blog. Now and then I like to spice it up and go from the long monologue. Well, it's still going to be a long monologue, but of typed text to video that I record when I'm feeling ambitious. So tonight I just wanted to talk for a few minutes about my parents. Because today I started writing a note to my dad on his Christmas present, which I will be giving him in approximately 7 or so hours. Uh, and hours. And I like made him. I have to make sure he can't hear me. I made him a frame with pictures of me in it. Very vain sounding, I understand, but it was fun, and he'll really like it. He'll hang it in his office and think of me. One of them I'm underwater. So anyway, I wrote him a note on the back, and as I'm writing, I like start crying. And I know I write this a lot on my blog. I don't cry a lot, but I cried. I think it's because a lot of times when I learn something deep, I end up crying. But for the most part, I rarely cry. And so I keep saying that I never cry, but anyway, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't cry often, but I'm sitting there like with happiness crying at this letter because I'm starting to realize more and more when I meet people whose dads are screwed up, like the amount of damage that's been done is like unbelievable to me. And I can't even understand it because my relationship with my dad has not been terribly messed up. So, I mean, we've had our struggles, and my dad's definitely not perfect, but anyways, it's been really good. So, and the same with my mom. So I have two parents who are Christian. Not sure why my video thing just like shut itself off while I was still talking and didn't tell me, and I just talked for like 5 minutes and it wasn't recording, which is really lame. But now we're back. Basically, I just want to say thanks to my parents. Anytime people are like, well, I worked really hard for what I have, I'm like, oh. I mean, I kind of worked hard. Like, I did a lot of practicing things, or I did a lot of work to graduate. But for the most part, if my parents hadn't supported me the way they did, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere. I can really say that because, like, even in terms of Family Focus Foundation, Dad's the one helping me manage a lot of the financial stuff. Just recently, he's helped me get more organized. He's helped me transfer money. He's helped me with just making decisions and contacting people. And my mom has been praying for me and finds out later, like, the same time God woke her up to pray was like when my head was about to get blown off by someone's gun. Like, they were pointing at my head. And she's like, I woke up to pray for you. Or, like, with my dad or my mom, she'll like help me make presents for different sponsors who are really devoted, because I want to make presents, and the spirit is willing, but my flesh is not good at making crafts. So anyway, my parents helped me with all these things, and there's just a deep thankfulness that made me cry today as I was doing his note, because I don't understand why I get to have these parents, you know? Maybe you don't know. If you don't agree with me, I mean, between God and my parents, I'm starting to think that absolutely nothing has to do a lot with me. I met kids in Kenya who have one textbook for 50 kids. So you can imagine how that goes. Or for each desk, there's 3 kids at like a one kid desk. So I'm just realizing that, like, I have very little to say about how hard I've worked for what I have, which makes it easier to give. Like, look around. Ready? Here we go. The tree. I'm not bragging, and we have our fair share of problems here, but man, I don't know what it would be like to have a relationship with a father who only loves me if I do certain things, or who abused me or hurt me in any way. Like, my heart is just broken tonight for people who don't have cool dads. That was the other reason for the crying. So that's just part of it. And moms, too. So, kids, thank your parents. Like, on your birthdays, we should be giving our moms birthday cakes and presents, not us. They're the ones who did all the hard work. And in terms of Christmas, Jesus is the reason. You know that already, but I'm saying you wouldn't go to a party and forget who the party boy was or ignore him and not even say hi. So let's just do a little more than say hi this Christmas, because Jesus is the one we are celebrating. Like, pretend you're showing up at a party. You talk to the party boy, man, God. Right. Thanks for listening. Sorry it was so long. Talk to you later or something. And yeah, bye.